The Cleveland Cavaliers need a viable third big. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to be among the top priorities this offseason. Sure, there will be a few different options that they can pursue this offseason, but one who makes all too much sense might just be a familiar face. That, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than former Cleveland Cavalier Larry Nance Jr. That's right, Cavs fans, it's time to seriously consider bringing Larry home. But before we dig into why Nance Jr. remains a possibility, do your boy a favor and smash that like button, subscribe to keep the NBA content coming, and hit that notification bell so you stay locked in all offseason long. Larry Nance Jr. is set to enter unrestricted free agency after spending the 2024-25 season with the Atlanta Hawks, where he averaged 8.5 points and 4.3 rebounds and just 19.3 minutes per game across 24 appearances before having his year cut short by injury. Despite that, the vet made an impact even with infrequent doses of minutes and an inconsistent role. He was adaptable and provided a great deal of leadership and basketball IQ. Jr. could be a solid fit off the bench for a Cleveland team that must do everything in its power to acquire experienced, reliable talent at that position. And with that being the case, the Cavs may want to reach out. Here are a few reasons why. Number 1, floor spacing. Adding additional floor spacing to your front court should always be viewed as a great thing, especially if said floor spacing is coming from the center position, and with Nance Jr. that is part of the package. The veteran big man shot a career best 44.7% from 3-point range this season on solid volume at 3.2 attempts per game. In fact, he has converted on over 43.2% of his trades dating back to last season, going 61 of 141 in the process. Essentially, all of these looks are of the catch and shoot variety. Nance was lethal from both the corners and above the break. He plays within the 89th percentile for bigs and corner triples and the 98th percentile in non-corner triples per clean in the glass. The sample size from the 2024-25 season was limited to just 24 games, but the efficiency was telling. He drilled 45.7% of his long-range attempts from above the break. B-Ball Index rated him highly in many relevant categories. He plays within the 88th percentile in 3-point shot making efficiency, the 88th percentile in catch and shoot 3-point shot making efficiency, the 97th in 3-point percentage, and the 64th in off-ball gravity. But honestly, past taking a look at things from an analytical perspective, what could be most impactful is that he is fully capable of pulling opposing big men away from the paint and opening driving lanes for guards like Darius, Garland, and Donovan Mitchell, and to a latter extent, Ty Jerome should he return. The 10-year vet's floor spacing acumen would fit rather snugly in the Cavs front court rotation and would allow players like Dean Wade and maybe even DeAndre Hunter to play where they are best suited at the 3 and 4. Nance will give Cleveland the ability to play fully 5-out in ways that they haven't really had since Kevin Love was down in the wine and gold. He can operate from the outside in, as he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty in the painted area and bang with the bigs. His touch around the rim is pretty smooth and was a key reason why he finished the season with a 68.8 field goal percentage in the restricted area. Number 2, rebounding. The Cleveland Cavaliers were quietly a much better rebounding team this season than they were the previous year. They are 45.4 boards per game, ranked 6th in the league, and their rebounding percentage improved as well, going from 15th to 12th at 50.5%. Problem was, it often felt like they were sacrificing a lot when Allen and Mobley or one of the two went to the bench. They cannot enter the 2025-26 campaign without more capable rebounders out of the front court. And make no mistake, Larry is by no means an elite rebounder, but he's still a pretty serviceable one considering his play time. His per game average from this season would have ranked top 5 on the roster. He makes the most of his minutes, and even if he only played 10 to 15 per game here in Cleveland, it would definitely help. Nance will be entering his age 33 season, but he should still have some tread left on his tires should the Cavs manage his minutes the way they did with other players on the roster last year. And for what it's worth, he actually plays within the 82nd percentile in defensive rebounding talent, the 74th percentile in defensive rebounds per 75 possessions, the 61st percentile in offensive rebounds per 75 possessions, and the 73rd percentile in putbacks per 75 possessions. While these numbers do tend to reflect a slight dip from earlier in his career, his unwavering commitment to boxing out and securing crucial boards remained apparent. His physicality and effort in the paint continue to be assets for the teams he suits up for, particularly in matchups requiring toughness and physicality. Something I think all Cavs fans will likely tell you this team could use much more of. Number 3, defensive mobility. Now defensively, Nance is still capable of providing a stable presence. At the age of 32, he isn't the high flyer he once was, but he has adapted in a substantial way by leveraging his 9+ years of NBA level experience and positioning to compensate for any decline in lateral quickness, something that has become increasingly important for bigs these days because of the increased usage of the 3-point shot. Many fives can space the floor these days. While he faced challenges guarding more agile opponents, his understanding of team defensive schemes and ability to communicate effectively can certainly help anchor a Cavs second unit much the same way he did for the Atlanta Hawks defense during his minutes on the court. He is still very productive on the interior, where he plays within the 82nd percentile in post defense, the 70th percentile in rim deterrence, the 78th percentile in help defensive talent, and the 71st percentile in screener mobile defense. His unique blend of length, speed, and anticipation allows him to provide respectable rim protection, though he has never been the type of player to rack up a high number of blocks.
Kobe White. Inside to Smith, good challenge and a block for Nance. Only Oklahoma City in the West has been better on the road than these Rockets. Van Vliet. Şengün just powers up and Nance got the better of it.
Now on the perimeter, Nance just doesn't have the lateral quickness to stay in front of speedy forwards and bigs, but where he makes up for that is in the passing lanes where he's a menace at times. His anticipatory skills are often on full display in the passing lanes where he placed within the 86th percentile. He was 4th on the team in deflections per game this year at 2.2. He'll muck things up with the best though. He's a pretty big threat to pick your pocket as well, racking up 20 steals in 24 appearances and placing within the 78th percentile in pickpocket rating. Overall, Larry Nance Jr. just makes too much sense not to at least inquire about. He could bring a wealth of experience, has shown a willingness to embrace various roles, whether starting, coming off the bench, or mentoring from the sidelines. He exemplified the selfless team-first atmosphere that Cavs under Kenny Atkinson have come to cultivate, and will be able to reunite with the franchise that he once suited up for. Even during times when he is out of the rotation, Nance Jr. remained a vocal leader, guiding younger teammates, and was genuinely a positive locker room presence. His contributions were recognized when he received the Jason Collier Memorial Award, honoring his commitment to the team both on and off the court. As Nance enters unrestricted free agency, it's important to note that the Hawks do actually hold his bird rights, granting them the ability to exceed the salary cap to re-sign him. Given his contributions both on and off the court, he will be a great asset to any team. Here's to hoping Cleveland can sell him on the idea of taking a veteran's minimum to come back and compete with a possible title contender. Go Cavs.
That was a Krejci wide open shot. Krejci in and out. Nance follows it up, fills it up.
Tight that corner for Hunter. Trey. Hunt. Corner three, Nance. And we are tied at 87.
LeVert driving on Black, shovels it to Nance, 15-footer, got it. Larry Nance.
That's what I'm talking about, Mo.
What a night, 4 blocks.
And go!
And it goes!